Guys, it's me Ryan from Ryan Studios. I am back with another LEGO Star Wars mock video, and this has been a very highly anticipated mock that I've had for about a month, and I've just finished. So basically I worked on it 2 nights ago on Wednesday night, and I got the wings very secure, and that it looked very good. It worked. But another problem emerged, which was that the doors, they would just keep falling off constantly and constantly and constantly. So I solved this situation just now, and it looks a lot better. Also, I fixed the gap issue here, and then there's also a legal technique getting this panel on as well. So I finally got that working well as well, and it just looks amazing. I have to say, this is probably the most difficult mock I've ever made in my entire Lego mock making career, just because of all the weird and different angles that are in the ship. Here's a side view. Now this door's kind of out a little bit just because there's a clone in there, but there are just so many weird angles in this mock, so we're just gonna go right into it. Starting at the front, we have two turrets right here, which are absolutely identical. Now I would use that piece that they would use in the sets. However, I only have one. I have two versions. I have two of those pieces, but one is in a brown and the other one's in a gray. And I just made this work somehow. It looks good. Also, the green took forever. Just like the front the first section right here, like this little area from like cutting it off here, was just very, very difficult to get everything working around out and stuff like. And one of the cool things is that this can kind of move open. It's not like accurate, but it looks very, very good. And then having to get this on a slant as well was also a pain in the butt, because of just the way I built it. And now there are two attachment pieces here, and now you would put either a headlight or the kind of gunner seat, but I saw the Brick Wiz's kind of mock that he made. Well, someone else designed it, he just built it, but they had those where you could like switch them out, and I really didn't have the right pieces to make either of them. So what I did is I just kept it blank, and it still looks very, very good, nonetheless, but it just took a while. Now, this is not on the other side due to me not having a second one of those. I might actually have a second one of those, but they got like ripped up and stuff with the sticker. So that is unfortunate, but these do both open independently, and I'll show you what that looks like. As you can see, what I did is I got these pieces, the plates and the tiles, and I got them on their side by attaching it to this, which is basically held together. I really have no idea. I think it might be this like slant piece, and then this is held on. It's extremely complicated. Now this mock did take about a week to build initially. Like the first time I built it, it took about a week to do that, and then I've worked on it on and off since, like just fixing it. I had a Republic gunship for a while, and it's just been modified heavily. Now there is a little control panel right here, which you can see. There's also a seat for a pilot. However, I can't fit a pilot in there. If I had it one stud down, I would be able to. It's just annoying. But this one does, because it is a bit deeper. Basically the same design here over here, and then you could kind of see how this leads up. So now over here, if you really can, you just need to open this up first. You can lift this open, and you can kind of see how I connected these. I basically have a 3-long Technic bar with the Technic axle and then the Technic pin on the other side, and then that somehow attaches to this door here, which is just incredibly difficult. I would pull this off and show you, but it would take a long time to put back on. And now I attach that by having another one of these in here, and it's extremely complicated, but it works very well. Now with these turrets up at the top here, now I don't have a second, like a larger version of this to go behind it, so I just improvised, and I think it looks very good. Now at the top here, we can kind of see how this works. It's very, very difficult how it kind of works. it's super hard. It's beyond imagine. It just trying to explain how it kind of works at all. But in the back here, we have a bunch of more slopes and angles. God help my soul. And then we do have this turret which can rotate. I would say 180 degrees in every direction. So that's a lot of kind of moving around. And then we do have. I'm not gonna even try. Let me just bring you down here. You have like kind of slopes that lead up here, and then there's also these clip pieces which attach to the main like kind of floor of the gunship. As you can see, these do attach like right here with the 2 pins. I would do 4. It's more ideal and secure if I did 4, but it's just more useful for me because I use those pieces a lot. Now we do have slopes that go here, and luckily I had that tank set, the TX-130 tank set. I don't think that's what the set's called, but that's what the actual thing is in universe. But I was very fortunate to have that set, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to build a gunship, and if I was, it wouldn't look as good. So yeah, that's very great that I have the set. Of course it had to bite the dust, which is why it wasn't a Gunship Moc, which it originally planned was, but it worked out because I realized it wouldn't fit the Moc anywhere, so that's good. But we do have some very nice slopes and just different like little angles pieces, and I think that looks very good. Now these doors do open like this, like a slide door, and I think it looks a lot cool. Yeah, there's a bit of gap. I did fix up this huge gap over here on Wednesday, and I do think it looks amazing how I did that. It just looks a lot better now. If you can kind of see the bottom of the gunship here, I have a snot technique used for the floor, and then I have a bunch of these pieces, and then this is kind of broken, but let me just fix these wings before something bad happens. Okay, so the reason I'm doing it in here is because I might end up doing like mock videos that could fit in here, maybe in here, because sometimes with Hogwarts, especially with this, I just didn't have enough room. It would be hanging off the base plate and it wouldn't really help me out, so that's why I have it in here. But if it's for like Minifig Monday or mock showcase or something, or if it was for Minifig Monday or like a custom minifigure showcase, I would prefer to do it in here. And as you can see, I don't have that thing over here, but this is such a beautiful mock. I've always dreamed and wanted to have a gunship at one point or another, and I think this turned out beautiful. I absolutely love it. Let's just open this door up so you can see the clones. And oh my god, I'm just so very happy I have this. However, I really do wish I had an AT-ATE to go along next to it. However, I would have to like break my Falcon and my AT-AT, but you don't know about that unless you watch the end of this video. So I'm just super happy to have this. If Lego does end up making a set of this next year, I might end up getting it and kind of mushing it with my mock to make an ultimate Republic gunship. Same with the AT-AT. If they make both of those sets, UCS or not, I'm buying both. Like, if it's over, okay. If they make a Republic gunship for $150, sold. I'm gonna get that. If they make a $200 like Master Builder Series ATT, I'll get that, because it's gonna have a lot of clones, and I don't have the biggest clone army in the world. I really just wished I had more clones, because I started collecting Ninjago when all the amazing Clone Wars sets came out due to my stupidity, so I wasn't fortunate to get the sets at the time, and plus I wouldn't have gotten a $130 set at that time anyways, because I think that was the last price of the most recent Republic gunship, which is now like $300 in the aftermarket. So yeah, that's it for me rambling. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Tomorrow is going to be a super special video, which I'm still writing the script for, and I've spent about 2 hours writing the script, and I'm not even halfway through, so it might come out sometime late tomorrow, but I do hope to do my top 10 favorite movies video. Now that's going to take a long time. Like, let's just say for number 7, I haven't even started number 7 yet, and I've already written my script for about 2 hours, on and off the past week. So yeah, I'll see you next video, guys. See ya.